Hi guys, it's your girl Adeola Adesina. Welcome to another sizzling episode of Adeola's TV. And today I am going to be talking about how we can improve ourselves. Last episode, I spoke on how we can make the most of our day. I do hope that we found that very useful and we were able to take one or two tips that helped us. And so the first step or the first point on how to improve ourselves is to never stop learning. Never stop learning, meaning we can pick up anything on a daily, on a weekly, and add to our vocabulary. It could be something as little as a foreign alphabet, new ideas on how we can look better. It could be a new word. I mean, the whole idea is to just keep adding to what we already know. As the saying goes, learning doesn't stop until our life ends. And the second point will be do something different. Doing something different means that going out of the norm, to make a difference. I mean, I'll share something with you guys. Yesterday, I was on my way to church, and for those of us who know me, the kind of person that would always go out with weaves, long hairs, and wigs. And I'm like, okay, I want to look different today. And after dressing up, I stepped out in my cornrows like this. And guess what? I got a lot of compliments on my way to church, and that made me feel confident because that was something different. And the third point would be to remove interruptions. Removing interruptions means that you do not want to include anything that will dampen your positivity, your positive outlook. You don't want to, when we talk about interruptions, we're basically talking about negative energies. You want to remove all of that. If you are able to remove unnecessary interruptions, you're on your way to improving yourself, better. And the next point will be set goals. Well, a lot of us would agree that we may be a work in progress in this area, and however, it's important, and if we learn to set goals, it makes our lives easier and more meaningful, and then we are able to break down the tasks ahead of us and take steps to achieve them. The next point would learn to say no. Okay, I'm guilty of that. I used to or I was guilty of this until I learned to say no, in a very kind, cool manner. You don't have to take on everything that people throw at you, right? You can actually turn down things that don't make you feel comfortable, or things that you think might not necessarily be of use to you, and when I say use to you, I mean things that would not help you grow or improve yourself. So it's okay to say no, but please, when you say no, be polite and nice. The next point will be increased focus and productivity. Now, I found this over the weekend, and it's called the 50-10 rule. Now, a lot of us would ask, what is this 50-10 rule? It's simply a way to improve ourselves, to increase our productivity and make the most of our time. But the question is, how can you do this? I mean, in 10 minutes, you know? So here's the trick. First, you have to be completely immersed in what you're doing for a straight 15 minutes. You know, it could be an assignment that you have, it could be a task from work. You would dedicate a whole 50 minutes uninterrupted, you know, working on that. And once the 50 minutes elapse, you can take a break, a 10-minute break, right? It helps you to regain it helps you to pause, take a break, relax, and regain focus. So by the time you go back to that task, you're more energized and refreshed. So uh, the next point will be take a walk outside. You know, it's always good to um, take a walk. You know, appreciate nature. You know, just watching things passing by, people passing by, cars, you know, driving by. You know, just basically using the moment to just appreciate nature, you know, can be a step to improving yourself. You know, another point will be write in your diary. I love to write a lot, you know, so writing in my diary, it could be something new I just learned, it could be my to-dos for that day. I mean, I love to write, so yeah, it helps. And the next point will be practice gratitude. Now, that's one thing that I learned, you know, over the years to do, practice gratitude. A lot of times, most of us are always asking. We're always asking. We want this, we want that, we want this. But if we take a moment and we pause, we would realize that we have a lot of things that we have actually hoped and prayed for. And so to get what we are, you know, still expecting, it will be very nice to practice gratitude, you know. And the next point will be unmercifully pursue your dreams. I don't know what your dreams are, but you know, you need to put yourself in that position where you are unapologetic, you know, and you're dogged about pursuing your dreams. It could be a 10-year plan that you have, it could be a 20-year plan, it could be a 5-year plan, but the point here is do not stop, you know, pursuing your dreams, you know. And the next point will be meditate. Now, I got this tip from a friend recently. You know, I've always heard about meditation, but I've never ever practiced it until recently I started it. And trust me, it's a good way of, you know, sitting back, you know, quietly, and, you know, you just enjoying the moment, you just enjoying life, you just, you know, being in that in that mood where you are all by yourself and you are able to uh, 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 you're able to think, you know, to think about, I mean, a lot of things, to push out. Essentially, the way I define meditation is it helps you to relax and push out negative energy, and it has a way of, you know, bringing in a lot of positive energy. So you can try that. It works. So guys, that will we have come to the end of today's episode. I do hope that you have been able to pick one or two tips that would help you to improve yourself. See you next week, guys, and stay blessed. Bye.